We still have not seen the contract. And I mean, we brought it up with Brady Tkachuk too. So I think this is all kind of all wrapping together. Petersson and Hughes still not signed. When are we expecting this to happen? Training camp, start of the season?
I think it's going to be training camp. I think they'll get it done before then. Sounds like Petersson is kind of waiting to see what happens with Kirill Kaprizov, and what happens there, because it sounds like he might be getting close to a 5-year deal in the $9 million range, and I think that'll add another comparison for Pettersson's camp, and then it sounds like they're making progress with Hughes on something a little more long term too. So I think it'll be done before camp, and I think they'll both be there day one.
Man, logically, yes. Okay. Yeah, sure. It sounds like that things are progressing and will continue to progress in the right direction for not Brad Treliving, Jim Benning, and those two camps of Hughes and Peterson. There's still a part of me thinks that one of them, if one signs and the other one, if say for instance, Peterson gets a long-term deal, maybe Hughes wants a long-term deal that, if he might feel a bit shorted out of it, or if I don't see it going this way, but if Hughes gets a long-term deal and Peterson only gets a similar deal, 5 years at $9 million, that might leave a sour taste in Pettersson's mouth. So I think that there might be potential for things to go potentially south within either one of these contracts, but I think overall, as far as this year goes, yes, I think that both will be able to get a deal done before the regular season. And it might even be a Johnny Gaudreau style deal when he was signed a day before the regular season started with his last deal. The only problem with that is that he did not get the reps that he needed, and actually that was his worst year out of his NHL career, because arguably because he did not get a full training camp. So the sooner that Jim Benning gets this done for both of these camps, I think is going to be better for the Canucks and for the players of Hughes and Peterson.
I just don't see Peterson or Hughes, either of them. I mean, I don't know them personally, but I just don't see either of them wanting to miss training camp. This happened with Besser, and you talked about Gaudreau. Besser was the same thing. I think Peterson is going to want to get this done before the season, before training camp starts, and I think Quinn Hughes is in the same boat. I think the Canucks are just, Sean talked about this. I think the Canucks are very motivated after their season last year. I think they want to get everybody in camp. They want to get everybody kind of on the same page here, and I think even if he misses a couple of days, I think that throws everything off. I think that they need and they will get this done before camp.
Mm-hmm.